Hello guys, this is Niveta. You are 14CS324, and in this experiment we are going to see JavaScript event handling. The first thing is I have opened a simple program HTML tag which contains the head tag and the body tag. Body tag contains the h3 tag which will have the which is used to find the largest string. Tag name is largest string, and I have used enter the string. Input it should be placed in the text box, so input types equal to text, and it should have a placeholder, so placeholder is equal to I have given. And I need a button type, so in button types equal to button on click, and function I've used a click me function. So now I'm writing the script. Your answer is it will be written in paragraph, and now I'm using a script section. In script section, it should be given in text format. So types equal to text JavaScript. Inside the function, I'm going to write the logics. So variable string, I'm getting the string. So document dot get element by ID. I'm going to get it from the user. String dot value. So variable a str that split. So it will give the space, and variable maximum length it can be, so a of 0 dot length. So variable 1 is equal to 0. I have assigned variable 1 is equal to 0. So variable for the condition, for conditions, what variable I is equal to 0, I is less than or less than a dot length I plus plus, it should be implemented. So if a of I dot length is greater than the maximum, then it should give the one value should be changed into I. So I value, whatever the value we have given, it should be given. Document. So for printing it, document dot get element by ID in a HTML. The next thing is script section. I'm going to calculate the BMI. So I open h3 tag. The first thing is I'm going to ask the user to enter the weight and the height. It should be in the format of text. So input types equal to text. I'm giving the placeholder, and it should be a button type. So when I click BMI, it should display the BMI value, and I've used the function. So I'm going to get the float value and convert it into integer. So pass float. I'm going to use floating. Even the floating values can be displayed. So the formula for the BMI is weight divided by height into height. So document, I'm going to get the value from the user. So get element by ID s2. If the BMI is going to be 18 or less than or equal to 25, it should print normal. And if it is less than or equal to 18, it should print underweight. And if the BMI is going to be greater than or equal to 30, less than or equal to 30, it is going to print overweight. And if the BMI is greater than 30, it is obese. And the next thing is I need a flat garden the web page. So I'm going to print rows and columns. It should be in the form of rows and columns. The plant should be the garden should be placed in rows and columns. So I open a division tag. I'm giving it name as garden. I'm going to write the logic in a function. So function grow. So small rows, red rows. I'm giving the URL of the images. So small red rose.jpg, daffodil.jpg. So where flowers equal to math.float. Random numbers, we are going to display the random numbers also. Integer, it should be, the value should be in integer. We can't give the float line values. And I'm writing the for condition. So I is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to rows, it should get implemented. For j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to the columns, j should be getting implemented. And the user the value is printed by using document.get element by id, and the garden value is printed. And the next thing is we have to get the index number. So where index equal to document get element from select index. So index dot value and selected index to selected from the index value, and we are going to send it to the selected index from index 1 to selected index, and from there we are going to get the value. So if index 2 is equal to 0, and if index is equal to 1, we should just print the answer. If not, we just need to present it with x equal to a into 2.20 for that formula. And if it is and giving so much conditions to get the index number. And now we are going to get print the weight converter. So I'm going to convert from kg to kg. I'm going to print the kg values, how many kg it is going to be. So I'm giving it as options. So first option is kg and lb, and second is to select. Again I'm going to change it to kg. So for that also I'm writing. So it is going to be in the format of button. When I click calculate, the answer should be displayed. Then the next program is tossing a coin. So input types equal to button. It should be the value of the button is flip. So when I click the flip, The coin should be tossed, whether it's a head or the tail, the coin should be tossed and should be shown, and the value should get incremented. The value of the heads and tails should be incremented. Um, First, I'm writing a function. So variable h3 is equal to math.flow 2 into math or dot random. So now I'm going to write the case 0 is h plus plus. First, the head get incremented means when the toss first coin is tossed, the value of the head should be incremented. For the next time, if it is a tail, the value of the tail should be incremented, and the script is closed. And now I'm going to get the pizza order form. So I'm going to get the values of the for small pizza, medium pizza, and larger pizza. I'm going to get the input from the user. So it should be of click type. When I click the button, I've used radio buttons. So when radio buttons to get the order of the small pizza, medium pizza, and larger pizza, and when you click the submit button, when you click the calculate order button, it should just calculate how many number of pizzas, and when you and it should display the cost of the order, how much cost it cost, the pizza cost. And I'm going to write the conditions in the function. So function order where half, one, two, tip, total, tips it should be provided, total it should be provided, and everything for calculating the value. It should be only of integers. So for calculating the total, half into 100 plus 1 into 200 plus 2 into 400. Then if you want tip, you can add it with the total plus the tip, you can add it and display it. And now the script section and the body section, everything is closed, and now we can just see the output. Now to find the largest string, I'm going to enter my name, Niveta, and I'm going to click me, and your answer is Niveta. It is displayed, and enter your kgs. I'm going to enter a kg, and height. Height can be a float also. Height can be in the format of float also. So height is I'm giving as 1.5, and when I click BMI, the BMI value is at normal. And I'm going to print the rows and columns for garden, 4 rows and 2 columns, and the garden. When I click plant garden, the garden should be displayed. And converter, I'm giving 41 kg. When I give calculate, the answer is 41 kg to kg. Now it is flip coin. When I first click the flip, number of count. The first thing is head. So number of tail. Sorry, the first is tail. So tail. The number of count of the tail is increased. And now it is again head. So the count of the head is increased. Likewise, then the pizza for order form. So number of small pizzas I'm giving 1, medium pizza 2, and the larger pizza is 3. And the tip is 15%. So now I'm going to give, and you can choose the tips, 10% tips I'm giving, and calculate order. When I give calculate order, the cost is printed. And thank you.